Coming up next on Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball. Prime time for Team USA, as teams from all over the globe have gathered for World Cup 11. Round 5 of the ASA Power Tour, and the Sluggers are ready to hit a bullseye at Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins. This young softballer has the heart of a lion. She's playing after open heart surgery. Find out how the Sacramento softball community helped her on the comeback trail. And strap in for the border battle. The Team USA men prepare for a classic clash with Team Canada. Those stories and Jennie Finch shares some softball secrets. Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball, starts right now.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Softball 360, presented by ASA. We're here to see the best of the best compete on the center stage. Welcome to Softball 360, presented by ASA USA. I'm Jennie Finch, and today we're starting out at the heart and soul of the sport, the World Cup of Softball. The international appeal of softball is on display as the world gathers from all nations to compete on the field.
Welcome to the wonderful world of World Cup 11. On this day, 12 nations from around the globe have traveled to the epicenter of softball, Oklahoma City, to test and be tested in a grand softball extravaganza.
It's a great atmosphere. It's great softball. It's the best softball in the world.
Fans just about need a passport to go from field to field as the international appeal of softball is on display. These are the best softball players in the world, and the action on the field backs that up. Colorful atmosphere? You bet.
USA! USA!
So much fun, you gotta dance. And when the team from New Zealand gets ready, their traditional haka dance is one you will never forget.
The red, the white, and the blue.
For Team USA, the World Cup is prime time and a continued evolution in their stated goal. Head coach Ken Erickson is looking for the team to hit its stride.
International ball, you got to put the barrel on the ball and move runners and move the ball and not necessarily worry about the home run, but it's game on. We're still in progress right now.
For many, the World Cup is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet their softball heroes. And for one fan, it got a tad emotional when she met her pitching mentor, Ali Carta from Team USA.
She's just my favorite player. She's great.
Oh, you're so cute. Thank you.
It's a cry of joy.
Meanwhile, over on Field 3, the Czech national team is embroiled in a hard-fought battle with Mexico. On the mound, Czech fireballer Lucy Kepler-Zakova has the hot hand and is making all of Prague proud today. In our spotlight game, Team USA takes on the Australian national team.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
Two softball heavyweights going head-to-head. And for the fans, a real treat as Michelle Moultrie shows you what hustle on defense looks like. When it comes to power, Delaney Spalding steps up and explodes, providing Team USA power when needed. Ready to rock and fire, Team USA's Jessica Moore. And J-Mo is on fire, mowing down the team from down under. Holy strikeout. J-Mo is flirting with a no-no. 5 innings of no-hit baseball. She's working the plate like only this classy vet from the University of Oregon can.
I think I was just hitting my spots and working my sequences really well. Aubrey did a great job calling the game, and I've been putting a lot of trust into her and what she's been doing and us learning together. So I think it was just a good night for us to connect. I think every day that we get to spend together, we get a little bit tighter, a little bit smarter, in our play, and we start to understand each other a little bit better. We know each other's strengths and maybe our weaknesses, and so it's really just starting to come together.
What a week as 12 teams from all over the planet gathered to test their skills and represent country. A tremendous show of softball and pride. Is this a preview of what we can expect in the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo? One can only hope.
They come on the field, you can still communicate with them even if you don't speak the same language. Softball is the universal language, and I think that's really awesome.
Some of my greatest memories in a USA softball uniform is at the World Cup. There's nothing sweeter than walking out on that field in front of 9,000 fans chanting USA. And I just want to take this time to thank all of the fans of softball, all of the fans that came out to support us and continue to come out and support this game. We love you and we thank you.
When Softball 360 returns, the Stadium Power Tour travels to Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins, for 500-foot show bombs as Combat, DeMarini, and Easton are slugging for a championship. And meet a young lady who uses softball as a way to help on the comeback trail after heart surgery. Time for the annual border battle. Team USA's men take on their Northwoods nemesis, Team Canada.
Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball, is brought to you by DeMarini, Easton Sports, Mikan, ASA USA Softball, and by Dudley, the official softball of the Stadium Power Tour.
Welcome back to Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball. I'm Jennie Finch, and it's time for our friendly border battle as our USA men get ready to take on our neighbors up north. It's Team USA versus Canada.
A classic softball battle, the border battle, as the Team USA men's national team takes on our neighbor to the north, Team Canada.
Canada!
Clearly, these are two softball powerhouses with plenty of pop, power, and pride.
No other team but USA.
USA! USA!
When members of Team USA play for the Stars and Stripes, the head and the heart begin to stir.
Anytime you represent USA, it don't matter what you're doing, it's an honor. And to be able to play for the USA national team is just a feeling that not everybody gets. So I'm very humbled by that. When you get the Stars and Stripes across your chest, it's just game changing.
This is my third year on the USA team, but this is the first year that I'll be able to be at Oklahoma for it, and that's really special. Watching guys, when I was younger, playing ESPN there at that Hall of Fame stadium, it's going to be awesome to be able to experience that myself now.
For USA coaches, softball is really a simple game. The fundamentals are key.
Well, they got to hit and catch it. That's all they got to do. Hit it and catch it.
Defense wins championships. So I'd say the team that plays the best defense is going to win the game.
If defense wins the game, then Team USA is in great shape. Check out the action in the hot corner. Bubba Brungard is holding court at third base with these defensive gems. But on this day, Team USA faces a formidable foe, the always tough Team Canada. How good are the Canadians? Check out the rifle arm from left field. Pretty darn close. Let's see that one again. And power? Plenty of lumber in the lineup. And slugging like a Northwoods lumberjack. A key ingredient that makes the border battle special, the field. OGE Energy Field is simply the finest softball facility on the planet. A shrine to softball, the playing conditions are as close to perfect as you can get. It all comes as a result of a grounds crew that takes pride in providing a world-class facility.
And especially now since they've redone and they've got brand new lockers and stuff downstairs and locker rooms and training rooms downstairs, the facilities here as far as slow pitch goes are bar none. And I got to tell you, coming here is like coming to the mecca of softball as far as facilities go.
Time to unleash the hounds and the legendary Team USA power. Team USA shows what makes them one of the greatest teams in the history of ASA softball. Brett Helmer, a future Hall of Famer, still has the wheels, strength, and the intangibles to get the job done. When the red dust settles, Team USA breezes to a 27-9 victory and bragging rights until next year.
USA! Down here and did exactly what we wanted to do. Used our home runs pretty well. They hit a couple bad ones early, which was a good thing. We made some really good plays defensively, kind of put it on them a little bit with some pretty good defense. So all in all, great game.
Strong and balanced. We call this the tip of the triangle. Moving towards home plate, and I have a firm, solid break. As a hitter, when you're given the squeeze sign, that means sacrifice you. Sacrifice everything you have up here. You're sacrificing your at-bat, and you have got to protect that runner coming in. There's a runner at third base, and they are going on this pitch. So no matter where the pitch is thrown, you've got to get some bat on it and make sure it's down on the ground to be able to get that runner home from third base.
Softball is big in Sacramento, from massive tournaments to first-class facilities. When we return, the story of how one young player is making a difference after open heart surgery. And Chris the Crusher Larson for Team DeMarini is sending Dudley softballs into the upper deck at Target Field.
I'm Jennie Finch, and you're watching Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball.
There's a me, there's a three. 1, 2, 3, bang, you know!
Sacramento, California, a town with plenty to be proud of. It's the capital of the Golden State, but Sacramento is also known as a softball town. ASA Sacramento organizes some of the biggest and best tourneys in the nation.
Well, we have a huge staff of volunteers, and we spend literally a year planning any national tournament. And I can't tell you how much our staff of volunteers works tirelessly to make the events go off without a hitch for the families coming to our town for a week.
Sacramento's a great area for softball. There's a lot of commitment here, there's a lot of teams here, there's a lot of people that are involved in this area. We have gorgeous weather here. It's probably one of the best weather you can have in California.
Great plays spawn great players with plenty of character, both on and off the field.
I've been playing travel ball for about 3 years, and I just fell in love with it when I started playing. I mean, I feel like I'm really good at the sport, and you know, when you're good at something, you should probably keep doing it.
Brooke Saunders is confident and has the attitude of a fierce competitor. That's important when you are battling back after open heart surgery. Not just once, but twice.
And I was shocked. I honestly thought that I wouldn't need another open heart surgery. I had my first one when I was 8 days old. And I was kind of upset, but I realized that I've done it before, I can do it again. And I was very confident throughout the whole experience, and just getting other people to realize that was kind of a tough challenge.
For Brooke, softball is a healthy and productive escape from the massive comeback trail she's been on.
When I'm playing, I only think about softball. I don't think about other problems that I have. It just really clears my mind and makes me feel a lot better, especially with the people that I'm around.
Not surprising, her teammates and the entire Sacramento softball community have been there for Brooke.
You know, the community was amazing. Her mentor, Jennie Topping, has a very strong following, and she received well wishes from all over the country. From the softball family is just amazing, you know.
She went through some tough times there, and you know, having heart surgery, you don't know if you're ever going to be able to play again, let alone if you're going to be able to, you know, continue your life. So she's a tough kid. I remember talking to her before and after the surgery, and it was like no big deal to her. So it's fun to see her get back out on the field and get back in shape and, you know, play the sport she loves.
Brooke is paying it forward. She started a foundation which does volunteer work for others who face the hard work from surgery. She's created Brooke's Healing Heart Foundation. Brooke Saunders now has shown plenty of courage. You can say that Brooke has the heart of a lion.
Just everyone was so supportive and amazing, and I just love them all so much for doing that for me.
Still ahead, the ASA Stadium Power Tour is ready for round 5 at Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins.
Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball, is brought to you by Louisville Slugger, by Worth, Combat Sports, Monster, BP Athletics, and by Softball Bat Club.
What time is it? It's Stadium Power Tour time, as the world's greatest home run hitters take aim at Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins. Here's Dave Benz with the call.
Round 5 of the ASA Stadium Power Tour. DeMarini, Combat, and Easton ready, coming in for a landing at Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins.
Anywhere over there.
Earlier in the day, the Sluggers met at a local park in nearby Golden Valley, Minnesota for some BP. A few lucky Minnesota ASA fans came out to see their home run heroes and check out what the Sluggers are swinging.
Ball just explodes off the bat, gets over the fence fast.
This is kind of a sweet little sneak preview at him. See him up close and personal.
Showtime at Target Field. The rules are, as always, 15 swings to glory. Each homer is worth 1 point, except the final pitch. The almighty money ball is worth 2. Leading off, Kevin Smash Kennington, the big man for Louisville Slugger. For years, he's been driving a bulldozer, and he's moving the earth with jam shots like this, all the way to section 329. In the words of Louisville Slugger, ball go far. And no truer words for Smash. 7 points and the early lead for the big man who drives a bulldozer. His Louisville Slugger teammate steps in, Ryan Thor Harvey. Thor confirms what you may have suspected is true. Size indeed does matter. He's swinging like a man on a mission, and that is to be the best long ball hitter in the game. Hours of extra BP have gotten into the top of his game, and in this case, the upper deck of Target Field. Thor scores 7 and is tied for the lead. Travis the Blaster Clark for Easton makes his move. Blaster still in the hunt for the finals in his rookie year by massive shots like this. Wow! Upper deck blaster. Holy show bomb! Travis has darn near perfect technique at the plate and could put on a how to do it seminar on the art of the swing. 9 points, and the Blaster is our new leader. Here comes Bubba Brungart for Team DeMarini. Bubba is one of the youngest players on the tour and has the fast hands and power needed for Power Tour survival. Take notes on Bubs and his brutal swing. This is raw power on display, and it leads to this upper deck show bomb. And young Bubba is tied for the lead with 9. Stepping up is softball royalty. Brian, the ball will be flying Wegman. Wags has been named All-World 9 times, has won 6 national titles, and Defensive Player of the Year. Wags sends that Dudley softball into the third deck. Wags is an Easton lifer, and that loyalty pays off. Wags chips in 10, and yes, we have another leader. The last man standing is Chris the Crusher Larson. Kaboom! One after another as Dudley softball souvenirs are making the Twins fans proud. And on the money ball, take it to the bank. Chris Larson from DeMarini wins the day with 11 points. Here are the final results from Target Field and round 5 of the ASA Stadium Power Tour.
The Sluggers hit a bullseye at Target Field. And remember, the top 4 qualify for the finals in Miami, September 10th, home of the Marlins. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching Softball 360. Send us your story ideas. We'd love to hear from you. Hit us up on Facebook. And like I always tell my campers, dream and believe.
Next week on Softball 360, get ready for the best of the best from the ASA Gold. The nation's best 18 and under ladies prepare to win a championship. And let's meet Thor and Smash as Team Louisville Slugger makes a move to win a championship on the ASA Stadium Power Tour. We'll see you next week on Softball 360.